Dwell Cumberbatch.
Job, occupation?
I work for Cox Communications in their communications center.
Hello, who am I here with today?
Ronaldo Balmores.
And what's your occupation?
I'm used to be a Chief Warrant Officer 4 of the United States Navy, retired.
Okay.
Well, homelessness for children and families, it affects them badly, especially when the children in school. I was listening to one kid, how he, thank goodness, was one out of few, where he graduated from high school, living through a shelter. Very hard. It must be embarrassing a lot of times. It can play on the mental health for children as well as their health itself, physical health. And when kids doesn't have enough food to eat, you're talking about, like the school says, that's the reason why California tries to provide school lunches. If it's not food and health, it affects their health and it affects them in school. So it's a very hard subject and a terrible thing that happens with our children here in Chula Vista.
It affects the children of Chula Vista because homelessness can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection, potentially disrupting social networks and community bonds. Also, while homelessness itself is not a cause of crime, some individuals experiencing homelessness may engage in criminal activities due to desperation or substance abuse, leading to public safety concerns.
Like I said, kids that don't have the time, I know for sure, a lot of times if you don't even have a home, you're talking about where they're going to go to do their studying, where they're going to do, it's going to affect their studying, the way they eat, the time they have to do that studying. So it's going to be an effect all around with you have to knock from here, there, and there, trying to find a place to stay. To be able to concentrate on school, because school takes a lot of concentration on, and it takes a lot of your time, so it affects them.
It impacts the students in so many ways. Students experiencing homelessness often struggle with academic performance, including lower math, reading scores, slower growth in math skills. Also, homelessness students are more likely to miss school days, leading to chronic absenteeism, which is linked to grade repetition and poor performance on standardized tests.
How does it affect them? Well, I mean, you're looking at mentality. You're talking about health-wise. A kid can't concentrate again on his studies because he has to worry about where's his next meal, where he's going to lay his head. It affects them, and that constantly towers, and it's a cloud that covers over families and destroys families, and it will be very hard for a kid to actually be productive in school, get grades, because they have to concentrate on other things.
The challenges of homelessness, such as the lack of shelter, food insecurity, and exposure to violence, can contribute to the development of new mental health problems like anxiety, depression, and substance abuse. The impact on families. Homelessness can also have a devastating impact on families, leading to increased stress, anxiety, and potential mental health issues for parents and children alike.
Oh, wow. You're talking about families that can't afford exactly. I was listening to the news just the other day, and you can hear it from other states where they said that the only way they're in this place is because the government is actually supplying them for a home. Other than that, they wouldn't be out in the place. So I mean, you're looking at it without the subsidies or the government assistance, people will be homeless, and that will affect numerous. It will affect our society. It will affect on how things are taken care of. You go to the Balboa Park, you look at it, and it's covered with a lot of times people that are knocking from home to home. I've heard people when I used to catch the trolley back in the day where they said that they'll rather take the money that they have and sometimes use it in the wrong way, but they'll rather use it than on other things that they want instead of finding them a home, which is very bad.
The lack of affordable housing in Chula Vista is a major driver of homelessness because when housing costs exceed what low-income individuals can afford, they face eviction, instability, and ultimately homelessness. Rising housing costs and stagnant incomes, the cost of rental housing often far exceeds the wages earned by the low-income households, making it difficult for them to afford basic necessities like food and healthcare, let alone housing.
Again, it brings that dark cloud of uncertainty for a lot of children. They don't know where they're going to be, find their next meal, where they're going to lay their head. And for children, that is bad because they shouldn't have to concentrate on that. It's hard enough for kids to be concentrating on school and trying to get good grades. And when that comes out to part of it, well, then you're looking at it can be devastating, and kids can't get better grades, and if they can't get better grades, it's going to lower the education level for that society, that city, that state, town.
Low-income students often attend schools with limited resources, including fewer qualified teachers, outdated materials, and inadequate technology, impacting the quality of education they receive. Students may lack access to necessary books, supplies, and technology, both at school and at home, hindering their ability to complete assignments and study effectively.